Hello boys and girls, welcome to my channel. I'm ObscureAngelBT, and for today what we have here is Steep. So I already released a video related to Steep benchmark tool, but now I'm going to show a little bit of gameplay in game and benchmarking. Of course, Steep was developed by Ubisoft and Msi, and they are using their internal engine, which is called Anvil Next Engine, that is used in games like Rainbow Six Siege, Ghost Recon Wildlands, and obviously their Assassin's Creed series. So I'm going to use the median settings for this video. Despite the game, yes, can run above 30 FPS with the high settings, there are maybe some locations on the map where the game just drops from the 30s, so I think that the median settings provides overall a better stability in the frame rate, and as well, because of that, it plays much better, and the median settings don't look that bad either. So what I'm going to do in this video is benchmark this snow park with the low, median, high and ultra settings. Same goes for the Wildlands, and when I say Wildlands, it's not Ghost Recon Wildlands, it's really an event that it's called Wildlands. And the last one will be the WinterFall, which is a snowboard like more than 1 minute or 1 minute and a half event of snowboarding, okay? So if you want to check the results without recording, it's on the description of the video or in the end. So if you want to skip to the end of the video where I talk a little bit about the performance, you will find that place in the description, which is called the performance analysis. You have a timestamp there and a timestamp to each event, okay? So hope you enjoy the rest of the video, and I do hope to see you soon. Goodbye. Hello boys and girls, welcome to the performance section of the video. So on the snowpark, the ultra settings was completely lower than 20 FPS. As for the high settings, we saw that the frame rate was a little bit on the 30s, but with a drop, so it isn't really that comfortable frame rate. So median settings do provide the ability to play always above the 30s. We just have a little bit drop at the very beginning, but all the rest of the gameplay on this sequence was above the 40s, so very good setting. And the low settings was, well, with an average of 51, you can see that it is always around the 50s. So as for the Wildlands, the one that we jumped from that electricity pole, we see again that the ultra settings is pretty much lower than 20 FPS. There are some exceptions. The high settings is mostly above the 30s, so this Wildlands sequence is less demanding. The median settings are pretty much above the 40s, and the low settings, in fact, in this sequence is very close to the median settings, despite I didn't saw any bottleneck at all. Moving to the WinterFall, which is the longest event that I tried here in this benchmark, we saw again the ultra settings lower than 20 FPS. The high settings was above the 30s, very close to the 30s, but it was above. The median settings was around the 50s, more or less between the 40s and the 50s, and the low settings was a little bit higher than the median. So for me, the better setting for this game is really the median. The high settings is fine too, but in more demanding locations it might drop from the 30s, so it's up to you what settings are you going to choose. You can even create a custom preset and mix between the high and the median settings, so you are free to do whatever you want. But regarding the consistency on the high settings, the game dropped 15% from the 30 FPS. On the median and low, never got lower than 30s, and on the ultra it was always lower than 30 FPS, as you could expect. Since median was my favorite setting for this game, I decided to leave here some notes, like for example the VRAM usage was around the 1.5 gigabytes of RAM, VRAM I mean. The RAM usage was about 4.5 gigabytes of RAM, so I should recommend you to have at least 6 gigabytes for this setting or for this game. CPU usage was around the 25 to 60%, and GPU usage was around 99%. Without any single bottleneck. And that's pretty much it. Hope you did enjoy the video, and I do hope to see you soon. Goodbye.